It's Larson in the lab, and we're here with part 1 of our osmosis egg lab. So I'm going to first read you what's going to happen, and then we're going to actually start setting up the lab. So part 1, preparing the egg. Step 1, gather a raw egg, a balance, a weigh dish, a beaker, and somewhere to write down observations. So we do have eggs. I got a dozen eggs, and it turns out one of them was broken. So we're going to have one egg that I show you in this video, but 11 eggs total. The other ones are kind of going to be backup in case something were to happen to our first egg. But we're going to have a raw egg, and what we're going to do then is we're going to set up our data sheet. So this is a data sheet, and it's where we're going to write down our data throughout this lab. This lab actually takes a total of 5 days. So these videos will be taken over 5 different days, which is kind of cool. So anyway, what we're going to do is carefully measure the mass of a raw egg using the balance and weighing dish. We're then going to record the mass in the chart by day 1. So I'm going to take a raw egg, and it just looks like a normal raw egg that you can buy at the grocery store, and I'm going to find its mass. On the weighing dish, its mass was 54.30 grams. So I'm going to write that down, 54.30 grams. Okay, now I'm going to look at the raw egg, and I'm going to write down 2 observations that I notice in my chart. So this is just a normal egg that you can buy at the grocery store. You could do this at home if you wanted to. But I'm going to write down that it is white in color and that it is hard. It feels hard, just like a normal egg like you would expect. So I wrote down hard shell. It has its hard shell now. So now I'm going to carefully place my egg into a beaker, and I'm going to pour vinegar in just until it covers the egg. Some of the egg might float, and some of it might not be like fully submerged in vinegar, but that's okay. All right, got my egg covered. Now I'm going to make sure that I set this egg with this data sheet. So like I said, I'm going to be doing this experiment with 11 different eggs. And so I'm going to have different masses for my eggs. And I want to make sure that this egg stays with its data sheet. So I'll make sure that they do stay together. Now for this, you're going to predict how will this egg respond when it's left in vinegar for 48 hours. So you're going to make a hypothesis. Well, actually, you're going to fill one in. If the egg is left in vinegar for over 48 hours, then, and you put what you think will happen. And next time, we're going to be doing something different with the egg. But in the meantime, be thinking about these questions. What do you think would happen to the shellless egg if water passed into the egg through the membrane? And what do you think would happen if water passed out of the egg through the membrane? So be thinking about that. In the next video, this will have sat for 2 days, 48 hours, and I will be recording a new video where I'm going to do part 2 of the lab. I'm actually going to take what is in here and put it in pancake syrup. So get ready for that. All right, thanks for listening.